Hello everyone, and welcome to another day in Montevideo in Uruguay. I'm sitting in front of the Intendencia de Montevideo, which is like the town hall or the city hall. Yeah, there's actually a viewing tower which I'm hoping to go up to have a look at the view of the city. So I had a really fun day yesterday going to Positos and walking along La Rambla. And yeah, today's actually my last day in Uruguay. I'm going to Buenos Aires tomorrow. Montevideo is a great place. The people are super friendly. There's loads of people here from Argentina, Brazil, just like a nice vibe in the town generally speaking. So it's a really nice place to come and visit. I'm now on the observatory on the 22nd floor. It's called the Mirador Panorámico in Spanish. So this is the best place to come to see the view of the whole city. So it's right in the middle of the city, so it's a great location, and you get a really good view basically of the whole city from here, so you can see what's going on. They've also got signs across the viewing area to identify the buildings, so you can get to know some of the main monuments and buildings in the city. And obviously there's a great view of the bay and the sea here as well. So from here you can see the Palacio Salvo, the tower that I went to yesterday, and the Plaza de Independencia, so the Independence Square. So that's going towards the old town. And you can also see the port of Montevideo, so that there's a big cruise ship that's just come in, I think. It's actually quite a popular place for cruises to stop at, cruises that are going up to Brazil and down to Argentina. And then across the water, across the bay, you can see the fortress that was built by the Spanish on top of the hill. So that area is called Cerro de Montevideo. This is where I was sitting before I came up to the tower, and this is the view of the Avenida 18th of July, which is the main avenue in Montevideo. So this is a fantastic place to come to see the city of Montevideo. It's absolutely free. It reminds me a little bit of when I went to the Edificio Italia, the Italy building in Sao Paulo. It's a similar thing. You get a view of the whole city, although obviously Montevideo is a lot smaller than Sao Paulo. It's nice, it's really relaxed up here, and you get a good view of the sea and the main monuments and the main buildings in the city. So it's a really good place to come. One thing to note in Montevideo is that everybody gets around, at least in terms of public transport, by bus. So there's no underground, there are no trains or trams, so everybody takes the bus. Obviously there are lots of taxis as well, but if you're coming here as a tourist, taking the bus is a really good option. Right, I'm now heading to the Mercado del Inmigrante, or the immigrants market. This is a really cool little market next to the Intendencia, so the town hall, and I'm hoping to get something to eat inside. This is a great place to come to in the day, so it's open from 12 till 8. It's got lots of cafes and restaurants. Yeah, I came here 3 years ago when I first came to Montevideo, and it was really basic and rustic, but they've completely refurbished the whole place now, and it's very modern and stylish, and got a really great selection of food, so sushi, French, Italian, Spanish, barbecue as well. So barbecue here in Uruguay is really well known for using wood instead of charcoal, so when they cook the meat, it has a really sort of different flavour, which is quite particular to Uruguay. So they call it la parrilla or el asado, so those are the words they use in Spanish for barbecue. But definitely check out this market. It's a great place to come for a drink or something to eat in the day. They've also got a tango school at the back. If you're interested in Uruguayan tango, you can learn it here. So lunch has arrived. Grilled chicken and vegetables and a drink for 340 pesos. So really good value for money here at the Mercado del Inmigrante. So I'm now back on the main avenue in Montevideo. Yeah, one of the cool things about this city is that there's actually quite a lot of shops. I get the impression in the UK so many shops have closed because of Amazon and the expensive rents and things like that. But this place is just full of shops. I'm now on the tour bus, or the bus turístico de Montevideo. So I decided to take the bus to see some of the main sites that I haven't seen already. I got on at stop number 2, which is by the Intendencia, which is the town hall where I was before. It's $24, and yeah, there were 12 stops in total. And I thought this would be a really good way of seeing the city. It's a really nice day, and it's open top bus, so there's lots of wind and fresh air, which is cool. So this is the first stop on my trip. This is the Legislative Palace, or Palacio Legislativo. Basically the government building for Uruguay, so really important centre for the Uruguayan government is where their parliament is. Hello everyone, I've just got off the bus. I'm now in the Mercado Agricola, or the farmer's market. This is a brilliant place. I got on the tourist bus a little bit late, to be honest. I got on it at 4:45, so I've only got one stop. But I wanted to come here because I've read about it. It really is a great place. I'm not disappointed so far. So this is a huge market. It was built in 1913 and completely refurbished in 2013. So sort of 100 years later, they reopened it as the modern place that they have now. And it's an amazing place. It's absolutely fantastic. So they've got a really vast array of shops and stalls here. So everything from fresh fruit, veg, meat, fishmongers, cafes, but they've also got bookshops, plant shops, cuddly toy shops, card shops, and pretty much everything you can think of really they've got here. Nice atmosphere and amazing architecture. So the frame of the building is built from steel, which is the original they've still got here. So yeah, I've got about 45 minutes to have a look around. Yeah, it's a fantastic place. I really recommend coming here. So here they've got a lovely confectionery. So here they eat a lot of dulce de leche, which is a kind of sweet sauce. And they've got fruit and vegetable greengrocers. I think a lot of the products that they serve here are local products from farmers from the area. So this is the dining area where people come and have lunch or a coffee or a drink. Got a big selection of cafes and restaurants here. And you got a fishmonger and a butcher shop. So meat is really popular in Uruguay. They've got really good quality meat. So you can see the cuts they've got on offer. And further down they've got cheese shop and bakery. So they've got kind of everything here. It's amazing. Spoiled by choice. Just time for coffee in the Café del Mercado. Cheers everyone. Hello everyone, I'm back on the bus now. Yeah, so basically I ended up staying too long at the farmer's market and I missed the bus that I was meant to take. So what I had to do is get a taxi to the nearest next stop, which was Las Tres Cruces, which was the main bus station in Montevideo. So I've ended up missing 2 of the stops, and yeah, now I haven't got any more stops left on my tour. Anyway, it turned into a bit of a wild goose chase, and yeah, but anyway, I'm here now, back on the bus, absorbing the culture of Montevideo. And my next stop is at the football stadium, the Estadio Centenario. My advice would be take a bit more time to do the bus tour instead of leaving it to the last minute like I did. So this is the football stadium, and there's also a football museum here. So the Uruguayans are mad about football, just like the Brazilians and the Argentinians. And they've actually won the World Cup twice, I think, which is pretty amazing for such a small country. So this is obviously a really important place for sports fans in Uruguay. Here's the Montevideo sign. This is where I was yesterday. So we're back in Pocitos now, which is a really upmarket, stylish area in Montevideo, and still a few people on the beach, which is quite a good effort. It's quite cloudy, but it's very warm today. It's quite humid, so that's probably why there's some people bathing and hanging out on the beach. So we're now on the Rambla President Wilson. I think it's named after the American president. So lots of people enjoying the coastline, playing football. Even a rower. It's quite brave. And some swimmers as well. So this is actually the head of the Navy, Commander General de la Armada, so the head of the Navy, and there's also a customs area there as well. So I've just finished my tour of Montevideo, the touristic tour. It was excellent, I really enjoyed it. I should have probably started it a bit earlier, so I had more time to stop and get off and explore the stops in more detail, but yeah, anyway, it was what it was. Still a really good thing to do. Now I'm back in the old town. It's about 6:30. In front of me is the Mercado del Puerto. The port market's actually closed now, so it's open from 10 till 6:30, so I've just missed it. We're getting really hot. It's kind of like 30 degrees and it's unbelievably humid. I think I saw a sign saying it's 70% humidity at the moment. It looks like there might be a storm or something later, so I think I'm going to head back to the hotel. But I definitely recommend having a look at the old town. It's got a really nice historic feel. Yeah, so Uruguay's been really good. I actually want to come back here sometime to visit Punta del Este. All of the Uruguayan people I've met have told me that that's a fantastic place to go to with amazing beaches, a really interesting resort with good nightlife and things like that. So yeah, I'd really like to visit that town one day. That's definitely on my list. I'm off to Buenos Aires in Argentina tomorrow, so really looking forward to that. But yeah, I absolutely recommend coming to Montevideo. It's a great city with loads going on. Really friendly people and a really interesting culture, and I'm sure you'll like it. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you next time. Bye.